From 41 Seaver Way, welcome to the home of the New York Mets. This is Citi Field. The show brings you the National League Wild Card Series. It's the and towing the slab, Nolan McLean. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone?
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance, and that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Second, right fielder,
now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Strike 2.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push the runs across as often as possible.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. This one in the air, center field. Robert on the move, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 2 down.
Third baseman, Manny Machado.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Good late movement on that sinker right there. It's right where you want to get it to get that swing over the top.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Back here in Queens, and on the mound for San Diego in this one, Michael King. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
That's off the corner.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot, and the Mets on the board first. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Juan Soto. Ground ball right side. Sheets steps on the bag, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. High fly ball right field. Tatis moving under it, and there are 2 outs. The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. In the air to left center, Laureano in position, and the inning is over. Wild Card Series Game 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Henderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
Trying to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. Got him. Dave Lawrence rings him up. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Jackson Merrill digs in now. 2 down, nobody on.
No, that's a ball.
close, but called the ball. 3-1 now.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second, and that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Bogarts now. And a big swing and a miss. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the first sweeper we've seen today, and the batter made a mess of it. Strike 2.
Ball 2.
Stays alive. And now it's filled up. Center field. Merrill settles underneath it. 2 away. So up next for New York, Francisco Alvarez. Payoff pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. 3-2 on the way. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here in Queens, all set for the start of the inning. Freddie Fermin now at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Struck him out looking. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. He muscles that one out of here. And the Padres take the lead. It's 2-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
So the call stands. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2 runs across in the inning here in game 2 of the wild card series. Ground ball left side. Lindor on to first. That's the second out. Here's Ramon Laureano.
Ball.
That's
Nope,
off the
that's
mark.
low.
And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 3-1.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Out towards right center field. Hauls it in after a long run. And that is that. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the inning, Carson Benj up now for the Mets.
Carson Benj.
Here's a 1-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one way inside. Time
We got
called.
time.
The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Here's the 2-2. Up the middle. Bogarts fires over to first. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Luis Robert Jr.
Next offering is fouled back. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Tatis on the move to the alley. And there's 2 down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Outside low, and it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Lindor back in there. Lindor the move. And that's a base hit. Lead runner around second. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
You quite literally can't hit a ball much harder than that. You're in elite territory when you can generate an exit velocity of 118. Only crazy bat speed and big-time strength can put up numbers like that.
Can't reach it. This should score at least 1. 1 runs in. Coming around third is Soto. Now a relay to the plate. Slide, save. It's 3-3.
Well, we're starting over. 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hit.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Out of here. He circles the bases, and they lead it. It's 5-3.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So 2 down. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Pitch misses. Full count now.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Payoff pitch. Well struck right field. That one is back. And gone! They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add to the lead. It's 6-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
In the air, right field. And that'll do it. Start of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Bounce to the right side. Simeon, toss over to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
First baseman, Gavin Sheep.
Ball to strike. Foul ball.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Had him out front for strike 3. Here's Xander Bogaerts. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. That one ripped left field. That's back. And in one hops the wall. Bogaerts into second.
Up next for the Padres, catcher Freddie Fermin.
Ball. Low.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 3. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Bogaerts at second with 2 down. Back to the mound. He's got it. The throw to first. That's the inning. Welcome back, and they turn to a new arm as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Kyle Hart.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Carson Bench up now for the Mets. Ball to strike. The pitch. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next for the Mets, center fielder Luis Robert Jr.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out of bounds. Safe.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Next offering popped in the air, right field, and there's 2 down. back to the top of the Mets order. Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Francisco Lindor. Man at second. Hard hit, right side. Whips it to first. And that's the inning. Wild card series, game 2. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jake Cronenworth. To the right side. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. The 1-1. And he takes a strike. The Padres trailing by 3 here in game 2 of the wild card series.
Ball 2.
That's off the mark, and the count's even at 2. That one drifts inside.
Good fastball there. I think it was a purpose pitch. Just want to make that hitter's feet uncomfortable, and that location will definitely do it.
Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado. Swings and misses. Back here in Queens, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Juan Soto up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That's a ball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Inside. Full count now. Swing and a miss. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Backed off the plate that time.
Ball 3.
That one lifted to left. Laureano on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Now pitching for San
Pitching
Diego,
change here,
number
Jeremiah
56.
Estrada.
Jeremiah
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Next for the
Jorge
Mets,
Polanco
first
up now for the
baseman,
Mets.
Jorge Polanco.
Ball 2.
Right through there for a strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Polanco hanging in there. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
This one popped up right side. Sheets under it. And that's the inning. Back here at Citi Field. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano. And the sweeper is in for a strike. That's
Nope,
outside.
outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Lindor tossed to second, and that's 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's Marcus Semien.
Second baseman.
Estrada, 6'1" righty, 185 pounds, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2017. That one is hammered right field. Tatis going back. And it's caught just in front of the wall. Now all even up. Cut on and miss, struck him out. That's out number 2. So now here's the Mets DH, Carson Benj. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
This one smoked on its way out of here. A massive home run. And they add on. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight.
So the Padres with a new arm on the mound, Ron Marinaccio. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Ball.
That
That's
one
the ball.
misses, and a full count now. Caught him looking for the K. Back here in Queens, top of inning number 7. Here's Gavin Sheets now, left-hand bat.
Now pitching for the Mets.
So a lefty out of the pen, Brooks Raley.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Check swing, and he went. Now 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. And 2 away to start the 7th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 2. Hit on the ground to short. Lindor on to first. Back here at Citi Field, bottom of the 7th, Francisco Lindor up now for the Mets.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Outside, ball 3. Out towards right center field. Tatis on the move to the gap. And there's one down.
Up next for the Mets, left fielder, Juan Soto.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Here's a 1-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Mets,
Out of the bullpen for the Padres, David Morgan.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That's inside.
That catches the corner. In the air to left center. Laureano gets under it, and that's the third out. We go to the eighth. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jake Cronenworth. The 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now pitching for the Mets,
Devin Williams into the game.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
That's too low. Ball 3. Williams, known as a guy with pretty lights out type stuff, racks up the strikeouts, but the command at times can elude it. That one finds the zone, and the count's full. And that one hammered. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
That one missed. High chopper to third.
Nope,
and
that's
foul ball. Man at second. And ball
That's out
4
the corner.
to a
Ball
board.
4. Take a base.
Laureano comes up to hit. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over.
Oh.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the...
Oh, now this ball gets down. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe!
Hey!
In comes the run from second. It's 7-4.
the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Fouled off down the right side.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for...
Lindor, that's one. On to first, double play. Bottom of the 8th, leading off, number 11.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
In the air, left field. Laureano under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Mets, right fielder, Brett Beatty.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2-1. This one in the air, center field. Merrill drops steps, heads back on it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away. Here is Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes. Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
2 down, nobody on. Oh, great stop. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. Wild card series, game 2. And now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Tobias Myers comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. Here's a 2-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Lindor, that's 1. Ball game. The New York Mets are headed to the National League Division Series. So the New York Mets sweep this wild card series with back-to-back wins and look ahead now to the division series.
Well, they really showed up, Boog, and so did these home fans. A lot of really positive energy in this ballpark, and I'm sure that had some impact at least. And this club has to feel excited moving on to the next round with a lot of good momentum on their side.